Rhea Ripley reacts to Liv Morgan and IYO Sky's confrontation on WWE RAW. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley suffered an unfortunate knee injury recently, and it has forced her out of action. The severity of her injury and a possible return date for the Eradicator are yet unknown. But meanwhile, Rhea has been watching her best friend, IYO, Sky advance in the Queen of the Ring tournament on RAW. Sky, who will face Women's World Champion Liv Morgan in the final for the crown at Night of Champions this Saturday, came out to a loud pop in London on the latest episode of Raw, but was soon confronted by the Miracle Kid. Morgan claimed that she would go on to become Queen of the Ring and later defeat Sky's best friend, Rhea Ripley, at SummerSlam to become a double champion and Queen of the Ring. Sky hit back at Morgan by asking if the Queen of the Ring crown would fit her big head. The two brawled momentarily, and it ended with Sky landing a springboard dropkick off the top rope, sending a statement to Morgan and standing tall in the end. Rhea Ripley has now reacted by sharing the clip of the exchange on her official X account. Fans in the comments are clamoring for Rhea to return, but they will have to wait for an official update on Mommy's injury. Rhea Ripley may have to vacate her WWE Women's title. Ripley won the women's title from Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 42 after a thrilling battle. She put her title on the line again at Clash in Italy against Cargill in a rematch, and successfully defended it. However, she suffered a knee injury that has unfortunately taken her out of action. Rhea finds herself in a similar spot to a couple of years ago when she had to vacate the World Heavyweight title following an injury. Fans will hope that the injury is not too severe and that she can return in time to face the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament at SummerSlam. Liv Morgan going up against Ripley would be a star-studded battle, although something more interesting would be if IYO Sky were to become Queen of the Ring and eventually face her best friend and former tag team partner for the WWE title. Ripley and Sky have feuded in the past, but the past year has seen them getting closer and closer as friends and partners, which will make things very uneasy if they are to face each other for the company's top prize. Liv Morgan spotted in concerning off-air footage on WWE RAW. Liv Morgan is going through a bad week right now, and WWE RAW did not give her too many reasons to improve her mood. The star was spotted in concerning off-air footage on tonight's episode of Raw after what happened at the event. Liv Morgan came into Raw amid more issues, with even doubt about her making it to the show. During the live events of the weekend, she suffered a horrifying fate as Sol Ruca landed on her badly. Her leg bent badly, and while she completed the match, she did so while barely able to stand. The star was very badly hurt. After the event, she walked without limping, lending to the idea that she may not be too badly hurt, but the prospect of her wrestling over the weekend at Night of Champions was still in doubt. On WWE RAW, she appeared fit enough when confronting IYO Sky. Unfortunately, even here, things didn't go as per plan. The confrontation between the two stars ended in violence. Sky sent her flying with a dropkick, and she had to beat a hasty retreat. The camera stopped focusing on her here, but footage has now aired of what happened as she was exiting. She was completely livid, as WWE has now revealed that she sent a concerning message as well. The star said Sky had no idea what she had done and that she would suffer for it. Meanwhile, with Morgan concentrating on her Queen of the Ring title shot, the rest of the Judgment Day is not too happy. Triple H may have subtly spoiled another huge Judgment Day betrayal on WWE RAW. There's trouble in paradise among the members of the Judgment Day faction, as tensions have slowly been rising over the past few weeks, especially between the female members. Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez Morgan, who seems to be now the de facto leader of the faction ever since Finn Balor was ousted from it, looked as if she was too caught up in her own rise to the top to care about her faction mates' troubles. In a backstage segment involving the three women, Raquel could be seen sharing her frustrations with Roxanne about losing out on opportunities to claim top titles, citing her loss to Ioski last week in the Queen of the Ring tournament semifinal. Roxanne consoled her and was an empathetic friend, but when Liv Morgan joined the conversation, she was focused on herself and talked about how she would become Queen of the Ring and subsequently a double world champion at SummerSlam. This did not sit well with her faction mates, who looked visibly scorned. But Morgan quickly composed herself and told Rodriguez that she could go after Sol Ruca's Intercontinental title. She did change the subject, however, when Roxanne Perez asked her, "What about me?" and proceeded to get medical help for their faction mate J.D. McDonough, who was electrocuted by Danhausen's machine. This exchange is almost a clear indicator from Triple H's creative team that Roxanne Perez, who has been subtly at odds with Morgan, could turn on her sooner rather than later and become a babyface in the process. If Roxanne Perez betrays Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day, it would be the second major betrayal in the faction. The Judgment Day has gone through many lineup changes in the past few years, but with Finn Balor leading the charge earlier this year, everything looked steady until he stopped Dominic Mysterio from cheating during his Intercontinental Championship match, thus costing Dirty Dom his title. This was followed by an all-out betrayal when the frustrated Mysterio, with the help of his faction mates, laid waste to Balor and officially kicked him out of the faction. Although Balor has since had his retribution by defeating both Dominic and his former friend J.D. McDonough on separate occasions, the Judgment Day still seems fractured without a driving force. And another betrayal from or to Roxanne Perez may end up disbanding the faction for good. It would be interesting to see how the creative team books the storyline going forward. Liv Morgan suffers a knee scare at WWE's Birmingham live event. Liv Morgan left a Birmingham live event on Sunday as the winner of a fatal four-way, yet the clip spreading online has nothing to do with who got the pin. A mid-match collision left the Women's World Champion grabbing her right knee, and the timing could hardly be more delicate. What actually happened in the ring? The non-televised June 21st card pitted Morgan against Sol Ruca, Lyra Valkyria, and IYO Sky. The concerning moment came when Ruca launched into a springboard crossbody and caught Morgan awkwardly on the right leg. Her knee twisted and she rolled to the floor. She returned shortly after. Ruca looked set to win following a Sol Snatcher, but she was pulled from the cover as Roxanne Perez repositioned Morgan onto Valkyria, handing her Judgment Day ally the win. The finish is worth noting. Morgan didn't have to carry the closing stretch herself. Whether that was routine house show storytelling or a precaution, the outside interference let her take the victory without prolonged exposure. Why the timing raises the stakes? Nothing has been confirmed, and it's unclear whether this was a brief knock or something more. What makes it worth tracking is the calendar sitting right behind it.